name is Adrian Nantchev, and this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So, click on the subscribe button below and press the bell notification next to it for the latest uploads. Now this is episode 46 of 101 entrepreneur mistakes and lessons. Have a vision board. Having a vision board helps you to see what you want, visualize what you want physically, and those images are imprinted into your mind, and they seep into your mind, they go into the subconscious, and they also go into the super subconscious and the latency, and that part becomes instinctive. And when these things are instinctive inside of you, then you begin to act out the resourcefulness, the activities, the objectives, the things you need in order to achieve said goals, said tasks. A vision board is helpful to visualize what you want to achieve, because when you can see it, you can then believe it, and when you can believe it, you can then achieve it. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve, as Napoleon Hill says. So again, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. So if we can conceive, I want to achieve X, and believe it, there's a picture of it, helps the belief. It seeps into your subconscious, helps you to enact it. It helps you to subconsciously act in those ways that help you to achieve that. At the very least, you're also thinking about it all the time. So I see it as a way to spur you on. From a more practical, physical sense, it's a way of spurring you on. My vision board is right here. I'll show you in a moment. I used to have my vision board on a chest of drawers next to my bed. It wasn't very helpful there because I would see it very few times in the day, like once or twice in the morning and before going to bed. It wasn't very effective. It wasn't very practical. So then one time I have some clean up around here. I get rid of a few things, and then there's a TV here, but I never use the TV, so the vision board goes in front of it. So when I'm sat just there and I look by chance to my left, there's a 50-50% chance I look left. Either going to look left or right, of course. And if I go left, I see my vision board, and when I see it, I'm spurred on. I'm spurred. I could be going like this, but then I spur myself on to continue energy throughout the day. When I see that, I'm more like, yeah, keep going. Because I got another like piece of paper on the wall saying hassle equals financial independence, happiness, and freedom. That's to spur me on by saying hassle, oh, energy, oh, equals the rewards. That's what you want. So my vision board is here. Need to be a bit careful because there's pins everywhere. So what it is, I've got some nice cars here, some pictures of family, pictures of travel, pictures of nice bank accounts, good health, pumpkin pie there, Arnold Schwarzenegger, focus, Robert Kiyosaki, money and books and gratitude and stuff like that. Let's get that a bit more level. So nice collection of things and a few key phrases. Like I like that one especially. I don't know what it says. It's hard to beat a person who never gives up. It's hard to beat someone that never gives up, because you can either outwork someone or outcompete someone. If I'm doing a video every day for the next year, and I'm beating someone who does a video every week, and if you never give up, you keep at it, you can achieve what you want. And when I see the vision board, it reminds me of that. And from a practical sense, it reminds me of it. But also when I see these things, it seeps into my mind, and I want to push myself to do more. Now the problem with my board is I got a lot of white space, because I was in a relationship with somebody, and then I put her face on there, and then we broke up. So it's like, great. And then shortly after that, I was low on ink, so I didn't have much chance to print off new images. So what I have done is just a foam board, and I've taken pins. They're a bit long though, so could be a bit risky on the side. But too many what they call pins sticking out could be a bit nasty sometime. But the point is, Word document, Google Images, put it into a Word document, print it all off, I can cut it, and then I can move it around with the pins. That's what I want. Because the problem with gluing the images on there is that they're stuck, and it's not very mobile. Because if I want new things, I have to either print over it or peel it off, and that all sorts of hassle. Whereas this, I can just take all the pins off, put the images in what kind of layout, and then just pin them in, which is much more leverage, much more smarter, I think. Although I think I'm running out on pins, but that's what a vision board is for. Practicality, to remind you of what you want and to help seep those goals into your subconscious, which helps to seep into your instinctive actions. And these instinctive actions determine how you act. I want to push myself. This channel, I want to record 1 to 5 videos a day. But I think 1 is too few, because I've got a massive list of videos to go through. 2 is alright. 3 is optimum. I think 4 and 5 is not as good. Diminishing returns then, because the YouTube algorithm is I think they want 3 videos a day ideally. Any more, it might be too much for them, or I'm not quite sure. Plus, also you might annoy your subscribers. So this is what I use it for: practicality, to remind me, as well as seeping into the conscience. So the question of the day is: are you building a vision board, and what are you doing about it? Foam board, Amazon, tacks. Could use blue tack actually. Tacks. Take different kind of pictures you want, Google Images, think of the things you want to achieve. For example, in mine I got property, I have cars, I have some key phrases like welcome to the future, wealth and abundance, and I have currency as well, pound, £20 notes, because they're the biggest denomination in the UK. I mean, you could get 50, but they're a bit rare, so just do 20 and we're done with it. And books, I want to write more books, and key phrases, like I love that one, it's hard to beat someone that never gives up. Never give up. And yesterday I was thinking about Winston Churchill, and he had a quote saying, wait, hang on. Winston Churchill said, never, never, never surrender. And Donald Trump said something very similar, where he says, never, never, never give up. You can change, pivot, but never give up. So see, when I see that, it reminds me, and it pushes me on, and that extra spur of momentum, you do that every day, once a week even, over the course of a year or in a lifetime, that's how you get ahead. There's little extra moments of inspiration that, like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, just to get ahead. Make things easier for tomorrow for me. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just printing them off sometime, probably later on today actually, but we'll see. Good timing. But anyway, what are you doing about a vision board? And what do you think to it? What are you doing? How are you going about it? Now, also, subscribe, click the bell notification. So subscribe and press the bell notification next to it for the latest uploads. And you'll see me again soon. How cool is that?